everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sarah, and in today's video I have a very important announcement. After a lot of thinking and stressing, to be honest, I have made the difficult decision to close all of my online shops. This includes my eBay shop, my Ribbler shop, and yes, even my coffee shop. To be honest, the biggest reason I've decided to do this is that I have been entirely overwhelmed, more specifically with what's the word? I had the perfect word. Basically everything that I do, admin stuff, that's a good word I guess, everything that I do to keep this business running that I do behind the scenes. That's the word. I have come to a point where I just can't keep up with it all, running 3 different online shops and being able to stay on top of everything. You may have noticed, but my Ribbler shop has been suffering the most. I haven't been posting in there for a long time. It's just too much effort for me to do, especially when thinking about doing release days. To put everything into Ribbler, it was just too much effort. And at this point in my life, I have decided that anything that is making me not like what I'm doing anymore, I need to cut it out because I just can't. I can't maintain it. Another reason is that, I'm gonna be totally honest with you all, I am a stay-at-home daughter, 21 years old. I help maintain the home, but in the next few years, if the Lord blesses me with it, I would love to be married. I would love to have children, and if I can barely keep up now, how am I going to do that when I have children, when I have a husband? I've decided that now I'm going to start changing some things, start cutting things out. Like I said, I can't do it anymore. So, instead of giving up selling patterns and plushies online completely, I have decided to take it all over to Etsy. And yes, I have been against Etsy simply because, well, not simply, there's a lot of reasons. There's the fees, which they take so many fees from you, so much fees, whatever the word is. And they tend to stand with corporations and mass produce stuff over their small handmade businesses. But also, on eBay, they take a huge cut too. They take about 25%, but it can be more or less on eBay. And at this point, I'm used to fees. I'm used to realizing that money wasn't technically mine at all because it goes to the person who is supporting your listing. When it comes to the behind the scenes stuff, the business related stuff, I just can't do it anymore with 3 different platforms to keep track of. And I know a lot of people give you the advice to spread out. They want you to have as many income sources as possible, but I'm just at the point now that I can't do it. And I don't want to do it more than anything. I want to get back to loving what I'm doing. Pattern designing, releasing patterns, releasing YouTube tutorials and videos. That's what matters to me. So I want to simplify this as much as I can, just bring some sanity back into my life. So the changes for this will take effect officially at the beginning of June. Hopefully. And so what I will be doing is posting all those patterns in my Etsy shop, which I have decided to name it Yarning for Crochet because Loops and Knots Crochet is not available, which is very annoying, might I add. But I think Yarning for Crochet is a pretty funny pun, and it's obviously not taken. But I will be switching all those patterns over. Listing everything is the worst part, and it's been my biggest blockade. So I need to focus on that. I need to get it together and get those patterns put up. And then I also plan on listing a bunch of plushies in the Etsy shop as well. And I'll probably end up running a sale in Etsy as soon as all of the patterns are up in there. Like I said, I'm hoping to have this all situated by June. So the coffee shop, Ribbler shop, and eBay shop, well, my eBay shop's empty. My Ribbler and my coffee shop will stay up until the beginning of June, and that's when I'll officially take all the listings down. If you've purchased something from me in the past, feel free to go back and download it if you haven't already. I plan on keeping the page up, but removing everything from my shop, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to download the patterns you've purchased, just because I don't know if taking the listing down will change anything. But I'm still going to leave the actual page up, so if anyone wants to donate, that's available. I don't know if I'll continue to use it for posting wise. I just feel like my coffee blog section doesn't really do that well with everything else. Like I said, I'm just trying to simplify here. I'm trying to make my life easier, and I want to make this business back to what it was in 2025 and even in 2024, where it was just me having fun and doing what I love. And right now I'm doing what I love, but I'm also really struggling to keep up. So that is the plan. I can't promise that any plushies will be up in my Etsy shop by June, but I do hope to have some up at least. I definitely am going to be listing some snugglers and a couple of the larger unicorns, things like that, because I really don't need that much stock at my festival, but that is my announcement. I am sorry if I scared you by saying that I'm leaving forever. That's just not true. Like I said, I just need to simplify things. I need to make life easier for me, and I can't do it anymore because I don't like doing it. Hate is such a strong word. I definitely don't hate it, but I feel like I'm going to get to that point eventually, and I don't want to hate what I'm doing. I want to love what I'm doing, and there will be aspects of anything that I do that I won't like doing. I just need to cut out the big things that are driving me crazy. Once I get everything situated with online stuff, I will be releasing another pattern. I hope you all are excited. I'm finally getting back in the crochet designing situation. I've been spending a lot of my time downstairs because I don't want to be alone. Kind of lonely when you're in your room crocheting and not interacting with anyone else in your home. So I have been hanging out downstairs a lot with my family. So I've changed some things so that I can still work on patterns without having to be up here not hanging out with anyone. Can you tell that I like hanging out with people? I guess for the giant dragon, I should tell you all my plans for that real quick. So I have ordered some Parfait Chunky. And this stuff was on clearance because I guess they're discontinuing the colors, which is so disappointing. This is some of my favorite shades of purple. I mean, look at how gorgeous that is. Obviously, I got yarn on clearance. This yarn is a lot smaller than Sweet Snuggles Light, which is good. It'll help with pattern photos. It won't be as difficult, hopefully, to take pattern photos. But I have decided to name the dragon Wisteria, the giant wood dragon. I am going for a wisteria theme, obviously, for pattern photos. I don't know how it's going to look. I'm a little bit torn on how to do everything just because wisteria is a vine, so I'm not sure how I'm going to accomplish that. But we'll figure it out. I think it's still going to be really pretty no matter what. In the pattern, I want to include mushrooms, eyelids, flowers, different random details. I'm thinking maybe another horn design as well, but we'll see about that. I had somebody interested in a giant dragon to order from me, so I'm going to be making giant dragons for a little while. But once I'm caught up with everything, custom order wise, well, for the most part, if I continue to get custom orders over and over again, then I'm definitely going to start market prepping a little bit between both of those things. So in terms of market prep, I do want to let you all know the really awesome stuff in my first market vlog once I start that series back up. That was a lot of words. But I have a lot of things that I'm changing for next year in a good way, positive ways, so I'm excited about that, and I'll let you all know that in the market vlog, like I already said. I think what I was going to say earlier was the discount code that I've been putting at the end of every video. That discount code, it will still carry over to Etsy as long as Etsy allows me to do that. Keep the discount code the same. Hopefully they do. I still want you all to get your 10% off if you watch to the end of my videos, so thank you for watching to the end. I hope I didn't scare you all too much with the title of this video, but I wanted it to be dramatic enough that you all clicked and watched and knew what was going on. So I am not disappearing forever. I am not going to stop posting on YouTube. Is that right? I am going to continue posting on YouTube as consistently as I can. I'm hoping to get back into a little bit of a schedule. I also am going to continue replying to comments when I have the time. You all are the sweetest things ever, and to be totally honest, the reason I'm still here is because of you all, and if that wasn't the case, I think I probably would have had to take a break. Maybe a little crash out or something, but it's all good. Anyways, in the future, I might end up switching things around again. If Etsy doesn't work out for me long term, then I might end up finding something different. So if you all have any suggestions for anything, I would love to hear it. Whatever is working for you. I know there's a lot of you in the comments who run your own business, who do your own handmade business of some kind. So if you all have any advice for anything, I would love to hear it. Like I said, I am not an expert. Yes, I may have somewhat of a following here, and I do have some good advice, but I definitely don't know everything all the time. Everything is fine. Everything is fine, and everything will be fine. Sometimes I wish I could just be more chill. Just roll with the punches. Everything will be good. Anyways, that is all I have for you. Keep an eye out for those changes. They'll be mostly in effect by June, hopefully, and if not, I'll of course keep you all updated. I'm hoping with these changes that I'll be able to post on YouTube consistently again, on Instagram too, reply to messages, emails, all those things way more consistently than I have been. I just have been very overwhelmed, so I've been cutting things out, like I said, or pausing on things, certain things, just because I just simply don't have the time. But if y'all don't stop me, I'm just gonna keep rambling forever. I will hopefully see you in my next video. Somebody suggested I should do, actually multiple people suggested I should do a market breakdown for my last festival, so let me know if y'all are interested in that. If you watched all the way to the end, let's do a pink heart of any kind. Sparkly, the double heart one, or just the regular one. That is all I have for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. And I have a lot of clips that I've taken for my next video, so it should be extra long. We'll see though. Alright, I'm done. Thank you. Bye!